In this video, I will show you the Viltrox E Mount. Finally, I was able to get the Viltrox E Mount for the Zcam E2F6 flagship series. Pre-order times are over now. It is available at Soltys Cameras store. Soltys Cameras sent me this mount, and big thanks at this point. It just took them 3 days shipping it from the US to Germany due Corona times. That's pretty fast. And there was something else in the box. This nice hat. What you guys think? Should I wear this in the reviews? Or maybe like this? Leave it in the comments.
Let's take a closer look. The E-mount arrives with the nice flat box, which matches perfect to other filter boxes. It has no mount cap. It is easy to store in the box, but when it's on your Zcam you need always a lens attached. Or you can take your mount cap of your Sony camera. It arrives without a mount cap or screws, but a baby screwdriver. A big difference to the other mounts are it has on the upper right a micro USB port for future firmware updates. To install new firmware, simply plug it into your Mac or Windows and it will be shown as a hard drive. Paste the firmware file and it starts rebooting and upgrading automatically. And on the right corner you see the actual lovely name of the mount, ET Home Phone 10. Just kidding. On the back you see the electronic connection, and to get a better feeling of its size, it has almost the same shape like the MFT mount. Remove your current mount at the inner screws and watch out with the electronic connection when you replace it. Tight the screws and there it is, your Zcam ready to shoot E-mount lenses. It holds the Sony lenses I used very tight. The 85mm and the 18-105 ultra zoom. Tamron 28-75 was not so tight. There's a little bit space between lens and mount, but it is safe to shoot. Let's talk about the pros and cons. The electronic focus is supported in different modes. If you turn the focus ring very quick, it jumps very fast. And when you turn it slow, it is smooth and slow. It depends on how fast you're going to turn your focus ring. But you can't use autofocus so far. All options are gray in the app or on the camera. If you want to be notified when there is an update that supports autofocus, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell. With the app or the camera, you're able to change aperture. Very smooth. There are no hard jumps. A cool lens mount and camera combination would be with the 18-105 ultra zoom for a streaming setup. So you could remote everything in the app, include zoom. But this does not work with the current firmware. Zoom is not supported, like the autofocus. But you're able to control it manually on the lens, with the ring or with this shift panel on the left side of the lens. Another not so nice thing is it does not support optical lens stabilization, which maybe sound new for those who switch from Sony Alpha series, but with this rig you're running around without a stabilized sensor. So this is what the 50mm handheld looks like without post stabilization. There's just one weird thing. The mount doesn't hold my Sony 28mm. You can hear the click, but it is not locked. You can easily turn it back. So it could happen that you lose your lens while focusing. And when you take a closer look at the lens eject button, you can press down the small pin which holds the lens, but this has no effect on the button. If you have the same weird thing with another lens, or you know an easy on-set solution, please leave it in the comments. You will be a great help for other E-mount users. Another cool opportunity that comes with the E-mount is to reuse old medium format lenses, like my Mamiya 45mm with the Kippen adapter. This works like other speed boosters, just for medium format. And there is no vignetting. Enough theory. Let's see how it performs while shooting. I grab the E-mount rig, my medium format combo, my girlfriend and a horse with an epic head. With the E-mount I had no issues changing aperture or focus during the run and gun situation. And with the light Sony lenses you're able to build a very light setup. So light I can use it with my very first gimbal, the Xeon 1. Pretty cool, and it fits perfectly in this reuse existing gear thought. Sometimes it was very hard to set the focus manually with the electronic ring, because there is no close or infinity mark. So you can turn it endless in both ways. That felt a little bit like trying to auto-calibrate a follow focus on a photo lens, just with my hands. And to be able to film with the medium format field of view was super nice. And with the medium format bokeh and the sharp 6K full frame sensor with 10-bit or 0, you unlock new opportunities to create a cinematic look. So, dear E-mount, a great welcome to the mount family.
Under the bottom line, this mount is a cool addition, especially for those who came from Sony to Zcam. So you can reuse your Sony glass you already have, and you don't have to sell it and buy exact the same focal length again on EF. So just save this hustle. And Viltrox, if you're watching this, it would be super nice to see in a future firmware update a support for autofocus, the zoom function and an optical lens stabilization support. That would make it even better. And if you want your own E-mount, you will find a link to Soltys Cameras in the description. And at this point, again, big thanks to Soltys Cameras sending me this mount. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you still have some questions, leave it in the comments. And if you're down there already, make sure to subscribe and leave a thumbs up. See you in the next one.